What if I told you the ancient world had a Google? A place with all the answers, not just to your homework, but to the biggest mysteries of the universe. What happened to this place? It burned. Or did it? Today we're diving deep into the smoke and mirrors surrounding the legendary Library of Alexandria. All right, let's get one thing straight. The image of one catastrophic fire, like some Michael Bay movie, where scrolls are flying everywhere in slow motion while a dramatic score plays, it's mostly a myth. The decline of the library was more like a slow, painful series of unfortunate events, spanning centuries. Think less big boom and more a slow, sad fade-out. But what was actually in this library? Okay, buckle up. We're talking about an estimated 500,000 scrolls. This was the intellectual heart of the ancient world. Imagine the original works of Homer, Plato, Socrates, all the big names from your philosophy class, probably in their first draft glory with typos and all. They had entire sections dedicated to astronomy, mathematics, medicine, and engineering. Let's talk about the science. You know Eratosthenes? The guy who calculated the circumference of the Earth with shocking accuracy using just a stick, a well, and his massive brain. He was the head librarian here. He basically did it with high school level geometry, proving the Earth was round over 1,700 years before Columbus even set sail. Imagine the DMs he would have gotten if he'd posted that discovery on Twitter. Then there was Hero of Alexandria, or Heron. This dude was the Tony Stark of his time. He invented the first ever steam engine, the irreplaceable. It was a simple sphere that spun around when heated. While it was mostly seen as a cool party trick, imagine if they'd scaled it up. We could have had an industrial revolution powered by ancient Greeks. Steam-powered chariots, anyone? He also worked on automated doors, vending machines that dispensed holy water, and even programmable robots. Yes, you heard me. Robots. In ancient Egypt. We're talking about a device that could follow a pre-programmed path using a system of ropes and weights. It's basically the great-great-great-grandcestor of your Roomba. And what about medicine? Ever heard of Herophilus? They called him the father of anatomy. He was one of the first to perform systematic dissections of human bodies. He figured out that the brain, not the heart, was the center of the nervous system and intelligence. This was revolutionary stuff. For centuries, people thought you literally thought with your heart. So next time you say you love someone with all your heart, you're technically using outdated science, but it's still sweet. So, with all this genius packed into one place, the big question is, what did we lose? This is where things get a little spicy and enter the realm of what if. Some theories, and I mean the really out there, ancient aliens kind of theories, suggest they had more than just steam engines. We're talking about forgotten physics, lost mathematical formulas, maybe even blueprints for technologies we're only just rediscovering. Think about the pyramids. Still a mystery, right? How did they build them with such precision? Some speculate the knowledge was in the library. Maybe there were scrolls detailing advanced acoustic levitation or concrete pouring techniques that made moving massive stones look like playing with Legos. Dr. Joseph Davidovits, a French materials scientist, has a whole theory on this, suggesting the pyramid blocks were a type of ancient concrete, or geopolymer, poured into molds. Could the recipe have been in a scroll that's now just dust? Let's connect the dots. We have advanced astronomical knowledge, early robotics, steam power, and a deep understanding of human anatomy. It sounds like the starter pack for a pretty advanced civilization. So when the library vanished, did we lose the cheat codes to humanity? Were we set back 1,000 years? Professor Carl Sagan famously said the library's destruction set us back a millennium. He believed that if the knowledge had survived and been built upon, we might have been exploring the stars by now. Not just sending rovers, but actually going there. We could have had Star Trek in the real world instead of just watching it on streaming services. Think about it. A world without the Dark Ages. A world where science progressed uninterrupted. We might be casually vacationing on Mars by now. The main culprit, often cited for the final blow, is the Roman conquest and subsequent civil wars. Parts of the library were likely damaged during Julius Caesar's visit in 48 BC. It wasn't his goal, but fires set in the harbor spread to parts of the city. Later, religious strife took its toll. In the 4th and 5th centuries AD, waves of destruction against pagan temples and institutions, including what was left of the library's legacy, were pretty devastating. It was a death by 1,000 cuts. Economic decline, political instability, and a shift in cultural values all played a part. Knowledge for knowledge's sake became a luxury they couldn't afford. But here's a hopeful thought. Did it all truly vanish? Not entirely. Many scholars had made copies. Knowledge was spread. When the library was in its prime, scholars from all over the world came, studied, and took that knowledge back home with them. It's like downloading a file before the hard drive crashes. The Arab Golden Age, for example, saw a massive effort to translate and preserve these Greek texts, which later fueled the European Renaissance. So, the spirit of the library, the data, wasn't completely deleted, it was just scattered. It's like a Horcrux, but for knowledge. Pieces of its soul were hidden all over the world, waiting to be rediscovered. Today, there's a new Library of Alexandria, the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, built near the site of the old one. It's a stunning piece of modern architecture and a symbol of that ancient ambition to gather all the world's knowledge. It's our attempt to reboot the system. So the Library of Alexandria wasn't just a building full of old paper, it was an idea. The idea that knowledge is the most powerful tool we have. Its loss teaches us a valuable lesson about how fragile progress can be and how important it is to protect and share information. Maybe the real lost treasure wasn't a death ray or an anti-gravity device. Maybe it was the collaborative, curious, and fearless spirit of inquiry that lived within those walls. And that's something we can always rebuild. Thanks for nerding out with me today. What do you think was the greatest treasure lost in the library? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history's biggest mysteries. See you next time.